something that a lot of time spoil relationship between husband and wife. I'll give you situation, and then we'll analyze this situation. The situation was like this. And all story that I tell you is usually truth story. And the situation was like this. There was a couple that they moved from move apartment from one place another, and the wife was pregnant, and that's why she couldn't help. And all this moving husband did by himself in order to save money. So he schlepped all their things, and his friends helped him to take frigidaire and all things, and it was very difficult, but he succeeded. He moved all apartment alone, like with little help of his friend. And his wife, after that, she went to their new apartment, and she looked at everything. It was nice, and she says, "Wow, it's nice." And she saw that her husband stayed with some picture in his in frame, like in this picture he's thinking about. She say, "What it is? What you're thinking?" He said, "Maybe I want to. It's Eshet Chayil. Eshet Chayil is some. When we sing in Shabbat, Eshet Chayil Mimtza. It's from Mishlei Shlomo HaMelech." And in a lot of families, they put this picture on the wall, and he said, where should I put it? She said, maybe here with candles. When I light candles, I see this picture. He says, yes, it's okay, it's a good idea, but maybe I think about this wall also. It's nice. Like when I sing this song to you on Shabbat, I can see also a view. I see mountains, and she said, yes, it's also good, but here it's not so symmetric. He says, but in new approach of architecture, and it's better to make non-symmetric things. It's more developed. He says it's more modern. She says, yes, but here there are candles. He said, well, they says, okay, do it what you want. And she said, okay, do you what you want? And he says, you never satisfy from nothing. And she says, you always decide everything by yourself. Okay, בסדר. Now, what they argue about? And here we come to some important rule in solving conflicts in family. A very important rule says like this. People never argue about what they argue.
In the couple or in general?
No, couple. Okay. Couple never argue about what they argue. It's all conflicts has some roots, and they argue about those roots. And he says that she spent too much money, and she says that he never washed dishes, and this and that. They don't argue about that. There's something else, and if they won't find a root of this argument, of this conflict, it will happen again and then and again and again. Usually, it's not always, of course. We say about very general, but like a stereotypic. But usually, conflicts between man and wife, husband and wife, they about that he more, I don't know how to say it, like a conquered here. He like a rule here. He want to be like a boss.
He's bossy.
Bossy. Yeah, it's called bossy. Yes, that's what his dream, to be bossy. And she usually don't appreciate him.
For being tried to conquer her.
Yes. It's not only, no, like a general approach of most of the women. They a little, I don't know how to say it in like a mizalzelim, like a make it little, make him little. Belittle.
Yeah.
Belittle her husband.
Destroy.
You agree with me?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is the most common thing. Of course, it's not always a certain, and also, I'm not talking about men and women. I'm talking about like a John Gray. You know his books, John Gray. He has men from Mars and women from Venus. He has books, very famous bestseller, men's from Mars and women from Venus. And in this book, he talks about things that they characterize women and characterize men and their relationship. It's sometimes women, they are men, and sometimes men, they are women, because they change functions. And she has body like women, but she actions, her thoughts, everything. She is like a man and opposite. It's
in the couple or
it's in couple. There are a lot of people that they are like a man, but it's not something like homosexuals or something things like this. No, it's not connected. It's an absolutely normal, regular person. His soul is female soul. His character, his personality is female personality, and there are women that they are men's personality.
There's a word for them.
They say Melech David was had a female
Androgynous,
soul. I've
androgynous.
heard this one. Have you heard
Who?
this? King David.
So Moshe
I
Rabbeinu,
didn't hear.
No, you haven't heard that? No.
Moshe Rabbeinu in the
Power hungry.
Midrash,
Hmm.
in the times in our, it's written that Moshe Rabbeinu's soul is female. It's times of our heritage right here.
If you find, show me. Not now, but I'm interesting to see that. It's interesting thing, and also if you find some source, it's very interesting. It's not something bad. There are people that they, but if she is like a man, she'll try to rule him, to bossy him.
Dominate. There's a word for that.
Dominate.
Dominate.
Yeah.
Dominate.
What, wearing the pants?
Basically.
Yeah, to be dominant. Yeah. It's like it's more to say what to do, and she decided. She is saying. It's not just dominant. Dominant. It's also Each try to rule things. Ruling. You say rule. Say rule. Like conduct her family. She decided what to do.
To be in charge.
To be in charge. Yes. To be. So. I try to ask this family that they argue about Eshet Chayil, about this picture. What's bother you? I talk with her privately and with him privately. So I ask. My wife also was there, and we ask her, what's the problem? She says, I get married with a spiritual man. He was very spiritual. He learned in yeshiva. He had all kind of plans. He was very idealistic, and that's why I married him. And immediately after our marriage, about few months after that, he became more practical, and he started to learn all kind of things, how to fix things, and he have very, very good hands. He's very good fix things, handyman. And instead of spiritual man, I had handyman, and that's why I'm disappointed.
But this woman is the woman who behaved like a man, or another story?
No, this another
Another
story.
story,
It's a story that she belittled him. That she, yeah. So, that is a problem. And I talked to him. What's your problem? What disturbed you? He says, she never satisfied from nothing. What everything that I do, she has. And she says, he always decided for me things. We went to supermarket, and he tells me, where is the list of things that we want to buy? He says, I go no. She went to supermarket, and she take everything that she see. She sees sugar, she takes sugar. Oil, she take oil. She takes some apples, and everything that she put there. It's expensive, but I make a list of things what we have to buy. And this way we save money. She says, but he doesn't let me to decide what I should buy in the supermarket. And that is more. I cannot decide myself what to buy. Now, last time we talked about who is guilty in this situation. And you remember what was the conclusion? Who is guilty?
50-50.
50-50, exactly. There is no such a thing guilty. Is not such a thing right. It's always 50-50. They create some dynamic, some way of relationship, that in this kind of relationship they have problems. It's not someone good, someone bad. They have to get out of this screenplay. It have to be that they understand we have problem. How we can solve this problem? And then I ask this woman again. What you say that you get married with a spiritual man, and you didn't get married with Yossi? What does it mean get married with spiritual man? It's impossible to get married with spiritual man. You get married with someone that today he's spiritual, tomorrow he'll be handy, and after tomorrow he will be scientist, and the day after he'll be writer. I don't know what maybe sportsman, maybe he's alive. You have some ideal in your hand, and you want that he will be exactly as you want, but it's mistake.
Put it in the middle.
And also, and then I said, and that's why he want to dominate on you, to conduct you, because in this way that you don't appreciate him, don't respect him, he feel all the time that he is losing you. And in order not to lose you, he tried to dominate, to control you. And I said to him, when you think that if you control, you won't lose here, but this is mistake. This is a right way to lose here. Even that you won't we won't divorce, but she in herself, she doesn't like that, so she's get far from you. It's like she doesn't like you. And then everything is connected between them.
But why she feels that that like that he like why she does for the fact that he's a handyman and not spiritual man, that he doesn't like that. What she does that he doesn't like. She does that because he is
Yes,
now
yes,
handyman
yes.
and not spiritual.
It's a good question.
After
It's a very good question. You've heard what you understand what he asked? What she did, what she does,
What does she do?
what does she do as to belittle him? How it was, right?
a certain way, yes.
You know why it's a very good question? Because it's she doesn't do anything. She's not calling him names, nothing. But she feel that in her soul, in herself. And when she think about him as worthless, he feel that.
You see it?
Yes. Maybe sometime maybe she says, ha ha. And that's it.
Yeah.
He says, exactly, yeah, like this. He says some good, deep idea of Torah, something from Rav Kook, of something from Rambam, and she says, mm-hmm, and that's
Or
it.
maybe she doesn't trust him also. I say this, maybe, okay.
Okay, maybe,
Okay.
maybe.
We'll see.
You know what it is? What it is? What does it mean?
Crazy.
Yeah, that she. And she said, for example, in this situation, but he didn't say to her brother that he sit there in table on Shabbat, or to say to something to child. When he talked, he said something Parashat Shavua, something about this week chapter in Torah. He explained something, and she started to talk to her to son, something to do something in the same situation. When it's very, very tiny things. It's not something like it. But those small, tiny things, they ruin all happiness. Ruin.
Yeah, ruined. But yeah, you're right.
It's terrible situation. It's terrible feeling. You feel like, oh, she doesn't loves him, and when she do that, she doesn't understand that it comes back to her like a boomerang. She and how they can solve the situation by awareness. Usually people do all kinds of things that they're not aware what happened really. She said, but I didn't do that on purpose. I just wanted to say something to my daughter. But he talking this time. Why you talking this exactly in the same time with your daughter? No, because she said that something to mommy. So I explained here that I talked to him. You understand? It's like she doesn't do it in purpose.
She pinch him.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And he also not say, I want to decide it. I am a man. I am great warrior. No, she says that I just want to help here to manage in supermarket. What's the problem? Well, maybe I'll tell you some story that once I was in. I've met some a couple that they had some problems. What was problem? how his wife opened biscuits package.
Very important.
You probably know how to open biscuit, right?
Maybe
That's
not.
what you think.
Yeah.
Her husband explained. You see, each package of this biscuit has red things like this. Yeah, and you open this way, and then you can take one biscuit and it's tasty. Why? But she opened like this. And if you open like this, what happened to biscuits? They open to the air, and we live close to sea, and it's human, and it's human. It's all those yes, it's already not tasty. So what I can do with those kind of biscuits, I throw them out, throw them away.
Put it on the bed.
In a box. Yeah, exactly.
And I told her already 1,000 times, and she keep doing that. And again and again and again. It's he doesn't aware that he's conducting, he is dominant, he's like and she says, oh, he always say things not in the right place in the right time. She says things that they are not. He has no tact. You know, something that my divorced sister came to our table on Shabbat. He started to talk about divorce about all kind of things that connected to divorce. Why? It's not suitable to this situation. He doesn't feel like a social that, and he looks like a schlumper, schlumper like a schlumper like a. And this and that. So he want to help her to teach her how to open biscuit, and she want to help him. So what's the problem if they so want to help to each other? No, they don't want to help.
They
If
want to
you-
be dominated.
Yes, they want to be done.
I know it will.
Yeah. You know both sides. You know, be little and to dominate. Say it twice. You know well.
Sometimes both of them are combined.
In the same place, in the first person.
The same person are combined.
Like that she wants to dominate, making him little. He wants to dominate, dominating it.
Yes.
Okay.
No, but it's on only one side.
And
The
she's
other person is parv and is not compromised. The person. Want to turn this off?
again.
Turn the I don't
Wants
want
to stop recording.
Stop recording. No.
I know for myself.
I understand. So you can stop. Stop.
Yeah, the microphone.
Main thing in marriage is to be unified with another soul. That is this is a real.
But you have a wife that you loved so much for 20, 25 years, and I don't know. I can't like really see how you can love another woman again.
Yes, but I understand what you mean. Really, Rav Nevinsal, he loves his wife very much, and they live together more 70 years or something like that. A lot. But the fact that a man alone, it's written in Torah, Lo tov heyot adam livado. It's not good the man is alone.
Exactly what the Rav of my yeshuv said at the chuppah, under the chuppah.
Yeah. Lo tov heyot adam livado. Because in our essence, we are soul. Yeah, soul that we have two faces. We're like and if you're alone, it means that you not fulfilled your mission in this world. You not express your. It's Hashem decided that you'll be alone, like in this situation, like his wife died and this. So if Hashem decided that it's for you, new new opportunity, new new call. It's a call for you that you have to unify with another soul, and that's why it's important. And what do you say? Want to say something also?
I like to say what we are talking about. It's actually about communication.
No.
Because when we have
No. It's not communication. Communication is expression of this unification. Communication is just expression. It's just one of the way how this idea of unification revealed, expressed in this world.
Okay.
But really, it's not communication.
But when we have problems between a man and a woman about whatever it is, it's the words we are going to choose brings us to a problem.
Yes.
So, and this is why I say it's a way of communication. I had my experience as well.
Mm-hmm.
I also have been married for a long time. I'm 72 years old, so a little bit older than this young man in front of me. And I've been married for 40 years. And I divorced, and I married again. Now I'm married for 4 years. And I have a beautiful marriage with an Israeli woman. And what I learned in my life is there's a difference between what you say and how you say it. And when we have a situation, I keep my mouth and I'm thinking, okay, what do I like to say and how I like to say it. And then I give an erection, and this reaction don't bring me in problems. And we find a way how to solve the problem.
Yes. It's very important. Very, very. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But now I try to find like a psychological and spiritual roots of your willing or someone willing to say something in wrong way, and that's what we are looking for. You're right, of course, that's how to say and what to say, but now I try to understand why you want to say this.
But also, can I ask, is Torah says it's not good for man to be alone, but is the same same thing with a woman, or if woman is alone, is not great, but is not as terrible, let's say, as it is for the man.
Yeah, women also.
It's the same amount.
Yes. Okay. Men in Torah, in this situation, that men and women together, we cried Shema Adam, and he calls their name Adam. That is what's written in Torah. And he called their name, like a man and woman, he called them Adam. And it's not good to Adam to be alone, it's written, not to man, to Adam. Lo tov hiyot Adam levado. Now, so to summarize this part, what we say, this is big mistake to think that if you fix someone or give advice to someone or to correct someone to do something, it's for his sake, it's good for him. It's mistake, it's not good for him. For him, it's good when you appreciate him, when you support him, when you very impressed by him. That is good for him, or for her also. Not fixing. Fixing there, he has his rabbi, his psychologist, his lawyer. They will fix him. Not you. We are in couple, like in marriage, our role is to support or to be impressed by him, not to fix. It's first thing. But sometimes you have no choice. Sometimes if something bother you, something disturb you terribly, like you cannot bear this situation. What you can do in this then? You can ask a favor. Not demand, not that you, not like a command or something like that. You ask a favor. And you say, listen, when you eat some garlic, you have a little bit heavy smell. It disturbs me. If you can please, but it's not like what happened to you, or no, it's my problem, it's my this, and do me a favor. Best thing it's we should remember the best thing it's not to say anything. It's the best, but sometimes it disturbs you. Sometimes it's make something ugly. It's ugly to you. It's disgusting to you. It's something that it's make something, or it's too expensive. She do something very very like a very expensive thing she buy or something like that. So you ask a favor. You shouldn't represent not some order or law or Jewish way of living, or some morality, or some or majority of the people. You never should represent something. You ask privately, like a personal, your favor for you, or let's make agreement together that we won't spend more than 200 shekels without asking each other. No, it's like our agreement. It's not that I command you, I not let you, I'm not.
That's exactly what I did. Even before I got married, I said, you have to be, after the wedding, we have to be frugal, because she wasn't working, and I was not the only one.
Yeah. Yes, of course. It's always like it together. Or it's something dangerous what she's doing, or he's doing something dangerous. For example, he is drive car and with very very high speed, or he doesn't drive by rules. She shouldn't say, okay, it's better to be quiet. No, it's not good to be quiet. She can say, do you care like to drive by rules? He said, no, I cannot. Okay, so do you care that I will drive? No, I'm a man. Man, that's what makes him man, that he drive car. Okay. So she says, okay, it's okay, but she's not going with him in car. She says, I will come to your mother by cab. And if you have to pay for this cab, next time he'll drive slowly, or he will give her. And if not, she's not going. And if he'll be angry, he will make divorce, like to divorce. It's better to divorce. It's better. If something that connected to life and death, it's better to be alone than dead. Um, and again, to summarize, all everything is marriage is for. You have to ask yourself always, what can be the worst if you keep doing this, or she keep doing something, or he keep doing. What's the worst thing that can happen? If she, let's say, if she spend a lot of money, What's the worst thing it can be?
Run out of money.
Yes, you will have money, you have problem with bank. The bank will come and they will take your apartment. That's the worst thing that can be, right?
Mhm.
And what will be the worst thing if you keep arguing? You divorce. So what's better? To lose your apartment or to lose your family? It's better to lose your apartment. It's much better. It's not so critical. And if you lose your apartment, what's maximum? What will be the terrible thing? You live in tent by the sea, and you will see you make like a fire together and to cook some potatoes, and you'll love each other. And you love each other to have a romantic life, and everything will be. It's much better than to have apartment and be alone there in your apartment. And I will finish with the story in Gemara. In Gemara, there is expression about what I said now. When we love each other, we sleep in very, very small bed. We have bed, thin, you say, not broad, opposite broad, thin, narrow, yeah, very narrow. We have very, very narrow bed, like a bench, yeah, like a bench. We slept together in this bench, in the very narrow bed, and we were happy. And now we don't love each other, and we have a bed 6 meters, and it's too tight to us. It's too tight for us, this bed. And that's what we should remember in marriage.